After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times, and unlike other such voices, without grabbing a bottle. When you're left with no desires except to kill, then it's high time to die indeed. Keeping this company? I'm asking the questions this time. Sorry it's too late. Know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
It's time for pictures of your friend. The wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range? Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. Turns out that they're all on one payroll. Blood trail. And anything else? How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you stood on the right side. I thought you might be worth the risk.
How fucking kind of you. Star? I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. I wonder who painted it.
Want one for the living room?
I'm not sure it matches my couch. I'm getting the picture. It's It's not about sex.
About what then?
About culture, obviously. Same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. Straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from Eco Marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position. Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. Looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. Whatever fucked up that sounds.
Presumably, the Senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her, she was bleeding like hell. Used it as a shield. She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move. Was she trying to escape? 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus. Senator must have held it. Drake's blood. Maybe yours too.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her. For her moment? Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? Ton of lead. Burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. Something else get your attention? She almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. Crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Cadus shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach. A bullet from a revolver. Probably Cadus's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. We're lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. But where? Recording console. I wonder what it turns on. Zilch. Gee, we go back to the beginning. Edward Green. What did you have on him?
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
Did you leave the shrine with the weapons? Very subtle. I'll check to see if any victims were killed with this gun. .9mm, 5 bullets, half-empty clip. Did the killer shoot it? Or did they shoot at him? What does she have to do with all this? I knew a guy who raised money for a movie over 2 shells. She didn't like it and started adding conditions. You can't show it like that. The kiss is too long. Costumes like this aren't appropriate for kids. Boy ended up hanging himself. But she censored articles about it and nobody found out. Let's see where you take me. Another. This must be a dead end. Run deeper. Pretty much everyone here knows each other. Fuck. Not now. It's so close. Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover. transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them. This body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. The youngest bodies possible. No certificates.
Does it look familiar?
Like documents from the CTC, but the certificate is missing. Right in this one? Age 21. Some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites, why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers. Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warned you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. I've restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting. Since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you!
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her?
Punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here...
Yes.
And the victims?
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
I'm not Green. You can't buy me. silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah. How could I let myself be tricked like this? She lived, not how she lived. I would say below poverty line, if not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her. Not even a bar here. Focus, James. The question is, what are my taxes being spent on? Sarah needs electricity, and lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see. Maybe I'll stop complaining about my apartment. These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you? Seem connected to the net. Damn it. Even from here, you can smell the deadly stench of the slums. How can you live here? Electric current powers up the antenna. It must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look. It has to be here. I hope I'm not too late.
Sarah?
The murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose, and had been drunk already for a week. What is this place?
thought I'd be an easy target?
Police! Don't shoot! Put the gun down, now!
Right. Then we live happily ever after.
How did you find her?
Drop the gun.
and I'll let you live.
Where is she? Talk!
Drop your weapon and get out! I'm counting to 3. 1! 2.
I'm going through whoever and whatever it takes to save Sarah!
What? James! Is that you?
Oh shit. Sarah?
How about letting me know you're dropping by next time?
Sure thing.
It's just a scratch. Can't hit anything in this body.
Well, lucky us.
Sunken face, bloodshot eyes like a junkie. James, you know how strung out you look?
The charms of a reimbursed shell. They could only afford Class E.
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me.
Ow, 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 ow.
Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions, too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into? And you're smoking, too. Someone's fallen into bad company.
His body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
So, are you going to tell me where you got it?
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Kara had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
It's all right. You can trust me.
Okay. I rented my body on the black market.
Sarah, what was your motive?
Motive? Seriously?
I'm not judging. I just...
What is this, an interrogation? No, fuck you.
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable. One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. Instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Who's Taylor?
The greatest treasure in this dump. We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. We kept digging for normal people. It's a portrait of misery, desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
Must have taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt. We felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Sister.
No. We were in love. I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back. She only thought of others, never herself. Just selfless to a fault. After a month, her subscription expired. We were broke. There was no one to help. She wound up in the bank. And the body went to auction. And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it takes. You're the detective. Now you know my motive.
Oh, fuck! Damn it. Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
Blood tests. Beginning of the month.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
I don't dwell on that. I've had plenty on my mind.
Right.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
Ever watch any westerns?
No. What are they about?
Well, you'd love them. I think you'd identify with the characters. What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Points for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never gonna be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Do you know who it was? Which one of us came for Taylor?
It was hard to resist the temptation to check it out.
Wanna get some revenge?
He was so ordinary. A regular agent. To really get justice, I'd have to get revenge on this whole sick fucking system.
Then how about we get revenge on this whole sick fucking system?
Like that's possible.
What if it was?
Wait, what kind of bullshit is that? Are you accusing me of something?
Just curious. Always had a thing for crime mysteries, so...
Sure, who doesn't? Is that all?
Well, I guess I had some ideals, too. I believed in justice. And shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
As much as ever. I'm just not looking for it in the department.
Copy that.
Bottoms up. Honesty. I think we're gonna need it.
Okay.
What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Have you thought about what would happen to the baby?
I know I'll never see it. Won't be mine. Theoretically. But it'll have a better shot than 99% of the people in this shit world. And thinking about that gives me a warm feeling.
All right. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? The current model.
They said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
We can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears where they don't exist. And you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck! You understand?
You know my deal. No one stays on the right path forever. But maybe it's worth fighting to stay on it while you can. Otherwise, you're left with nothing. Trust me. No.
Guess I didn't expect words like that out of you.
Maybe you should stop before it's too late.
Yeah? Just let her rot in the bank after what she gave for me?
A few years is a lot to you. But you have eternity to pull her out. Keep going like this, and you might never get the chance to spring her.
Fuck 'em.
Hey, I piss everyone off. I'm honest. Still, you can count on me. Dress your finger.
I can handle it.